Oh, happy holidays! Welcome. I'm just sitting here enjoying a piping hot cup of cocoa. You know, the holidays are a time filled with friends and family and reveling in holiday activities. Activities like a Christmas Carol. No. Not the Charles Dickens classic with the ghosts and the bah humbug. Actually, Christmas carols, singing with your friends and family. The Inside Infinity podcast isn't available to be with your friends and family this holiday season as much as I know you wish they were, so we thought we'd send you a holiday gift early this year, singing a very special Disney Infinity Christmas Carol. Enjoy! On the first day of Christmas, D.I. gave to me a starter pack featuring Mr. Incredible, Captain Jack Sparrow, and Sully, all other characters and content purchased separately.
On the second day of Christmas, Disney Infinity gave to me too much anticipation for the sequel.
And a starter pack featuring 3 figures, no other figures, because they're all sold separately.
On the third day of Christmas, D.I. gave to me a triple pack of villains.
Johnny V talking on Twitter, getting me all excited. Indiana Jones, I hope you're coming soon.
And a starter pack featuring an Incredible, a Captain, and a Monster.
On the fourth day of Christmas, D.I. gave to me 4 power discs featuring Disney horses.
3 awesome villains.
When will they announce Disney Infinity 2?
And the starter pack that features 3 figures. They're really good figures. The quality is amazing. I really love these. These really give you a good idea of the content to come.
On the 5th day of Christmas, D.I. gave to me 5 downloadable toy boxes.
4 power discs featuring Disney horses.
3 smelly pirates. 4 smelly pirates.
Hopefully next time the movesets will be more diverse. Roar.
And a starter pack that's actually a lot of value. You know, it comes with 3 figures. You don't really need any other figures unless you want to play co-op with a friend or a family member.
On the 6th day of Christmas, Disney Infinity gave to me 6 Disney Infinity play sets.
5 downloadable toy boxes.
4 power discs featuring Disney horses.
A triple pack of these guys.
The 3 playsets that came with the starter set were diverse.
And a starter pack.
On the 7th day of Christmas, D.I. gave to me. I went to D.I.'s Facebook fan page and suggested Digital Disney Theme Park. With a reply back, great suggestion, the possibilities are infinite.
Maybe a Finding Nemo playset could come out at some time so my daughter could be happy.
5 toy boxes to play. Not on the PS4.
4 power discs featuring Disney horses.
Triple packs save you money.
You better do more with these guys. Nightmare and Tron, I love you guys.
And a starter pack with arguably 3 of the most popular characters Disney owns. On the 8th day of Christmas, D.I. gave to me 8 attempts to buy Sorcerer Mickey D23 on eBay.
Marvel Infinity would be awesome. Great suggestion. The possibilities are infinite.
Cars was fun too, but very repetitive.
5 downloadable toy boxes.
4 power discs featuring Disney horses.
David Jones smells like a fish. I'm gonna send you to David Jones.
Seriously though, Tron should play heavily in the next game.
And a starter pack to get you addicted and want you to buy more because the characters are so awesome and so is the game.
On the 9th day of Christmas, D.I. gave to me a power disc pack featuring 2 random power discs.
8 attempts to buy this guy on eBay.
An official Disney Parks digital theme park. See my top 10 list?
Great suggestion. The possibilities are infinite.
The Pirates playset was darn awesome.
5 toy boxes to make me feel creatively useless.
4 power discs featuring Disney horses.
Villains, villains, villains.
I hope Disney Infinity 2 ships with more Pirates playsets. There's lots of movies. We should play them all because they're awesome.
And a starter pack with 3 characters. All of the characters are sold separately.
On the 10th day of Christmas, DI gave to me 10 different trips to Toys R Us for exclusive Power Disc packs.
A Power Disc capsule to hold all of your Power Disc duplicates.
8 attempts to buy D23 Sorcerer Mickey on eBay.
I went to their Facebook page and suggested as much DuckTales and Emperor's New Groove. Yes, we suggested it. Come on, Disney Infinity. We want DuckTales and New Groove. Lie some of something of Emperor's New Groove. DuckTales, DI.
More playsets like Toy Story would be great. Spaceship flying all over the place.
5 downloadable toy boxes.
4 Power Discs featuring Disney horses.
Syndrome wants to make everybody super.
How many more sleeps till the sequel?
And a starter pack with 3 characters.
On the 11th day of Christmas, DI gave to me 11 Disney Infinity Vault Spins.
10 different trips to Toys R Us for exclusive Power Disc packs.
Gotta trade your duplicates to get the entire collection.
8 attempts to buy this guy on eBay. You see, it's the silver stars, so it's not the blue stars. So this is the D23 one.
DuckTales and Kuzco, cause we want DuckTales and New Groove. Kronk and Yzma and Kuzco and DuckTales DI. We want the DuckTales and as much Kuzco as you can give us, cause we love DI. And they responded with great suggestion. The possibilities are infinite.
The 3 playsets that came with the starter set were diverse.
5 downloadable toy boxes.
4
Power
Discs
featuring
Disney.
horses.
Randall can turn invisible, but he's not really a bad guy in Monsters University.
I know the possibilities are endless. Please throw us a bone.
And a starter pack with 3 figures, which is kind of a curse to parents because let's be honest, once you get your kids this, you're going to get addicted to them or your kids are going to get addicted to them, which means you're going to have to go to Toys R Us on early Sunday mornings just to get those new figures or characters.
On the 12th day of Christmas, DI gave to me multiple retailer only timed exclusives.
The ability to use a fan to cheat Vault Spins.
10 different trips to Toys R Us
You.
for exclusive Power Disc packs.
Power Disc album to hold the entire collection.
8 attempts to buy D23 Sorcerer Mickey on eBay. Stop looking at me with those judging eyes.
That's my
Great suggestion. The possibilities are infinite.
Have I already said more Nightmare and Tron?
5 epic toy boxes.
4 Power Discs featuring Disney horses.
Where's our Zerg playable figure?
When is Disney Infinity 3 coming out while we're at it? Please answer our questions.
And a starter pack with 3 characters, Mr. Incredible, Captain Jack Sparrow, and Sully. No other characters because they're purchased separately. So is other content. It's also purchased separately. Hello, everyone. Oh, let's try that again. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I am Will with the Inside Infinity podcast. We hope you enjoyed that special rendition of 12 Days of Christmas, or as we like to call it, the 12 Days of Disney Infinity. The guys and I worked real hard on that, and we hope it brightened up your holiday just a little bit. This is episode number 23. I'm so discombobulated from watching that another time. I don't even know where to begin. Episode number 23, recorded December 23rd, 2013, for us in the U.S. or Canada, and it's Christmas Eve for you, isn't it, Jason?
Yes, it is. Santa's gearing up to come to me first.
It pays to be from the future. We're all jealous.
Yep, he dons the old board shorts and thongs before he gets on the snow boots.
Well, let's hope he doesn't put those on. Merry Christmas to you, Pirate Steve. Are you going to be a little bit happier now that you've done singing 12 Days of Infinity? Because let's be honest, I don't think I saw you smile once during that production.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. That was a lot of fun.
That was awesome. Yeah, it was good. And Mr. Steve C., what did you think?
Well, I had a lot of fun doing it, but nothing is as fun as watching it the second time and realizing how many different faces Pirate Steve makes like this, like... Each one is different. It was awesome. And Jason, I seriously, every single time, you put the finger and make it so real. I love it when you did that, man.
No, it's just quality. What can I say?
Just brought the gusto. Well, Lila was a fan favorite, especially when she was Girl Bane.
Girl Bane, Baby
in the
Bane.
chat room. Yep, Baby Bane. People
Nice.
are laughing about that. So, the funny thing is, guys, this is the first time we've all seen that together, right? We've all seen it independently, and that was the first time we've actually got to witness the shenanigans while we're all in the same place and able to see each other's facial reactions. And yeah, I don't know. That was fun. I had a blast doing it. I hope you guys did too. It sure looks like you did. And we got to give props to Pirate Steven because this was all his idea. He wrote the lyrics for it. So thank you, Mr. Steven.
You nailed
every
it.
now and then, I'll come up with a good idea that pays off, but it's rare.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was quite as good as taping Yago to your shoulder while doing one, but I mean, it was definitely good.
I loved it because you definitely found different ways to make yours interesting, and I loved how you had a horse in everything you did.
Listening to that sound of like that stroke horse, we couldn't stop doing it. So
I think my favorite though was when you were talking for Lila. That was awesome.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Or when she did that for you too. That was pretty great.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to you, Rafa, in the chat room, and he just wished us all a very Merry Christmas. And hello, Ninja. You can watch the show live every week, every Monday night, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, and you just go to InsideDisneyInfinity.com/live, and you can chat with us and join in the shenanigans. So, guys, I don't know. I think we should just end the show. I mean, can we really top that? Steve's out.
Drop the mic and leave on a high note.
Yeah, he did. I
It can all go downhill from here.
Absolutely. I can tell you, though, if I ever hear that song again in my entire life, it will be too soon. I heard that song a lot over the weekend, and I literally fell asleep Saturday night listening to Jason scream in my ear, 5 down, no go. And like you were saying, Steve, it's so animated. You can't just hear it. When I'm there with my eyes closed, I'm seeing Jason like doing his greatest Madonna impression or Britney Spears impression.
And he's got the hat. He's got the hat. He's leaning in, and he's like singing from his diaphragm. You know how they do, and he's like, 5 downloadable. You know, I mean, it was kind of moving.
Did you ever think that you would have found a new career being a pop singer, Jason?
Look, it's always been on the cards. I can't lie. I gave up the career though for this podcast, to be honest. So let's hope I chose the right one. I chose the right one.
Do you see the things he's been giving up for the show, Steve? I mean, for Will. Jeez, I get it, Steve.
With the entertainment value that this show presents, how can we not take off and make it big?
You're right.
I can't get the DuckTales Cusco songs out of my head. That don't catch me.
Well, it was only supposed to be one because we each had a line, or we were each supposed to have a line in that part. But I loved both takes individually. I'm like, oh, we have to do that.
I noticed that you put the second one in there too. I was like, oh, what are you gonna do? I did too.
I also really like Pirate's idea of Star Wars. That was pretty awesome.
It's a great suggestion.
The possibilities are infinite. Sorry, I took your line.
No, it's been said enough.
Ninja is suggesting that goes into the public domain and used in schools all across the nation. Oh, Ninja, you are a brilliant man. I completely agree with you on that one. We'll see what we can do about that. If you did enjoy that, you can check out the YouTube or the video on YouTube. Just check out youtube.com/Disney Infinity TV and the full HD version, high fidelity audio, where you can see Jason's larynx when he's yelling out 5 downloadable toy boxes show up. So go check that out. Guys, Merry Christmas. This is one of those shows that we love to do, and it's just a holiday themed where we're just going to have fun. I figure either we can do one of two things. We can just break down and look at it from not only a philosophical but also a scientific perspective of the 12 Days of Disney Infinity. That's one option, or we can have a little bit more fun and talk some potential Disney Infinity play sets that are Christmas. Kind of like our Halloween episode, but we can't use Nightmare because we already did that, even though it's kind of a Christmas movie. So we got to do something else. But before we get into that, a couple of things, house cleaning type things that we need to take care of. Perfect timing on Vinylmation Kingdom today. There was a Blue Sky article that was Prep and Landing. I don't know. Have you guys seen this this Disney animated holiday special?
I love it.
Love it too. There's two of them. There's Prep and Landing, and I can't think of the second one, but they're both Prep and Landings. One's Naughty or Nice, I think. Steve C., it looked like you were going to say something.
I was yawning. I apologize.
Jason's pulling it up right here. So the Blue Sky series is a series of if the sky's the limit, what Disney Infinity stuff would you add? And sometimes it's play sets, sometimes it's just characters, and in this case it is what would a Prep and Landing playset look like in Disney Infinity. And Arhan over there does an awesome job of going through and explaining his story of what a Prep and Landing playset would look like with figures and character abilities, and just a good time. So make sure you go check them out, vinylmationkingdom.com, for that article. The other thing, and this is kind of making up, it kind of works, but this was something I meant to mention actually months ago. A gentleman reached out to me on Twitter by the name of Charlie. He also has an Instagram at PumpkinKing27. So this guy, Jason, I don't know if you can pull up his Twitter, but he does some custom bases, and they are amazing. And he sent me a new one today. I don't know if everyone can see that, but that is insane. Really, really cool. And the first one he ever sent me was a Nightmare Before Christmas one. So that's why I can kind of squeeze it into the show. But it's really cool guy, and really cool stuff. Very talented. So make sure you go check out his stuff. At PumpkinKing27 is his Instagram, and that's where he posts all this. Or you can look for Char League, all one word, on Twitter. I did ask him about if he was planning to sell them, and he said he'd love to. He's just trying to figure out if there's a way to break up the pieces, and so he could ship it. I tell you, once I saw this Nightmare, the Nightmare one he did, I was in love, and so I really hope he does that. So that's it for that. Now we can get on to the fun Christmas-specific stuff. So,
Is this the same? Is this the same guy that did the Monsters University one?
No, that is a different person. Also very
wow.
awesome, and he also did a Nightmare one as well. And Pirate, you may know him. I think you might have even given me some information from him. He's on the inside or the Disney Infinity fans forum.
Yeah, his work has kind of slowed down a little bit from the he wasn't directly impacted by the Australian fires, but it was kind of by his house, so his production went down a little bit. But hopefully he'll pick it up again soon.
Yeah, hopefully on that. But yeah, I love seeing all of these custom bases. I know at least 3 people who've done this. There's probably more out there, and I just think it's cool. And if people can even make a little money and give back to the community by selling some of these really awesome pieces, that would be awesome too. So we'll see. We'll keep you updated. But I said I was going to mention him in the show like 3 months ago, and he tweeted me again today. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm a horrible person. So I want to make sure I mentioned it tonight. It's good timing. Don't laugh, Jason. It's not that funny. Well, it's better than yawning, right, Steve C? Am I boring you?
No, not at all.
Okay, good. Because we can play 12 Days of Infinity again if that's really what you're wanting. Let's get on to some Christmas talk. Did you guys do your homework and come up with some Christmas holiday Disney themed playsets that you would like to have a blue sky with?
Yeah, Prep and Landon, and then that was kind of taken today.
No, it wasn't. I did think about that. In fact, that's why I put that in the show. So if you have that idea, no one else, well, some people have, but you guys haven't read that Blue Sky article. So whatever you say, Pirate, is going to be original.
Awesome. Yeah, I think when they first announced Infinity, I thought, Christmas playset would be pretty sweet, and why not a toy box pack, kind of like they do with the Frozen one now, would be pretty sweet if they had Lanny and Wayne and 2 Christmas power discs. So you really don't have to do much Christmas decorating. You can just put the power disc on there and it blings out your whole toy box and Christmas lights. I think that'd be pretty sweet.
Totally. What characters would you have in there?
The 2 main ones, Wayne and Lanny. I think those are the 2 most necessary ones, and they would have their cool gadgets like their sparkle balls that would put the player they throw it at asleep, or they I think they have a weapon as well that shoots out sparkles and temporarily knocks somebody out. I
thought of another character I thought that might be kind of fun if we're just adding lots of different characters. Unfortunately, I can't remember her name, but the girl who kind of runs the show, she's kind of like the command center. I don't know what her name is, totally. But Jason had her on that. It was on that article that he brought up. But yeah, that would be a cool one. I would really like to see what some of the power disc would look like with that, because right now we have Nightmare stuff and we also have Frozen stuff, and Frozen does a pretty good job. We'll talk about it later in the show, but Frozen does a pretty good job of kind of Christmasifying your toy box. But seeing one that's specific to like the North Pole and having more specific Christmassy themed things would be pretty awesome. There's also a great opportunity for some vehicles in that one too. So with the snowmobile and other things. I don't want to steal.
You can always add Santa's sleigh, and that'd be awesome.
Definitely. Well, I think we all want that, right?
Oh, totally.
If you're having a Christmas theme, you have to have a Santa sleigh. So, Jason, did you come up with any?
Yeah, I got 2. My first one is not even Disney. Why isn't Disney buying the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Rankin Bass stuff? That is Christmas to me. Look at that.
Who does own that? Is that a Warner Brother thing?
I don't know who owns Rankin and Bass actually, but Disney needs to buy it. They own everything else. But getting it back onto Disney, as I definitely think Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Definitely.
There's an example right there, done and dusted.
You have a character or a figure already.
Yeah, look at that. There's Goofy. Imagine this guy. Wreck-It Ralph 2.0. Oh, he's gone see-through because he's green.
That.
But like,
hold on.
that'd be an amazing figure.
That's awesome. Wait, what are these figures? These are too cool.
Aren't they? This is the. I don't know. It's the.
Who knows where you got them?
It's the Mickey's Christmas Carol figure set. I got like 3 boxes of them when I used to own my collectibles shop, and one didn't sell, so I kept it. So it's got the whole set. It's got Mickey Mouse and little Timmy and stuff like this. Is glow in the dark, as you can see, which is awesome.
Hey, there's your crystal figure right there.
Exactly, that's what I thought. Like that in crystal form would be amazing. But what was the other ghost? Do you remember? That's the Christmas was it
Christmas
Future?
Future, yeah.
Jiminy
That's
Cricket
obviously-
was the other ghost.
No, there's one other one in there. Because
So we
this
have-
one's technically the introduction one.
Yeah, so past is Jiminy Cricket.
Yes.
And then
That's
Pete,
right, yeah.
Pete,
And this is
Pete was
present.
future.
Yeah. Present,
Wait.
future, and Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket's in
Actually-
the set as well.
Jiminy Cricket's present, sorry. The Goofy was past, I think. Right? Who
No,
knows? Oh my gosh.
Rewatch it, people.
Yeah, I thought we're supposed to be Disney. Honestly, I'm waiting. Christmas Eve is when I watch that, so I've been holding off on it all year. So
I
that's
really
why I'm
enjoy that
rusty.
one. Vehicles-wise, I can't think of a single vehicle in that one.
What if
No.
what if you had like magic Christmas dust that allows you to fly? That's not really a vehicle, but that
That would be cool.
that could
would
be
be
like a
cool.
pack.
Scrooge flies in the new Disney Scrooge film.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe blowing fire out of your candle. Christmas flamethrower. I don't know, but I just think it's such a classic story. I'd like to see like toys of the buildings. You know, create like a English town vibe as like nice set pieces.
Yeah.
So cobblestone texture for the floor, and yeah, I don't know. I just think the imagery of that cartoon's just too good, and obviously some form of money power disc,
Of course. Well,
and
that would
the
go with
biggest
Scrooge.
turkey in the window power disc.
I love your
yeah,
idea
that's
of
fine.
the old English set pieces. That would go great with the pirate buildings.
Exactly, it'd fit pirates. It'd fit Sherlock Holmes.
Steve in the chat room says, Willie, Pete Future, a giant present would be a good power disc for him. Jiminy Cricket was the past. See, Steve, you're supposed to be our movie dude, and you're
You guys
dropped the ball.
have it covered, man. I'm not going to interrupt this brilliant conversation between you
Power
guys.
of life and death for this one.
What's that?
Maybe power of life and death for this one.
There you go. I don't know.
It's
That's
the
kind of
kill.
unkid friendly, but whatever.
He had a black hole. Doesn't he arrive in a black hole? Gee, I'm going to watch this movie. It's Christmas Eve. What am I doing? Should be not on this podcast. Should be catching up
Get
on
out
my
of here.
Christmas TV.
Well, it's just good to know that you consider us family and you want to spend the holidays with us, and you just can't get enough of us.
So true.
Steve, do you like the Disney Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol?
Oh, I absolutely
Disney.
do. Yeah, well, I do like anything Disney, but I used to watch that when I was a kid. I think that and Robin Hood were my two most watched as a kid on VHS. So, no, I definitely like those ones, and that would be a very good one. But in doing the show prep, I knew for a fact that was going to be picked right away. And my first inclination for what my idea would be, obviously the Christmas Town from Nightmare, but like you said before, can't really use that because we've already talked about that on the Halloween special, correct?
We did, yeah. But I mean, if you wanna mention a few
No.
things, okay.
So, come on. So, I do my research, man. This week, I feel more prepared for the show than I have in months. I didn't just roll up and start talking my way out of nothing. Okay, so I'm going through the list of Disney Christmas movies I can think of. And honestly, there aren't that many. So I come
Alice in
across this-
Wonderland.
Well, so I'm going
Alice-
through... And you
Sorry.
mentioned Frozen, but Frozen is hardly a Christmas movie. Just because it's snow, I mean, the whole point of the movie is it takes place in July. So I'm not going to consider that one. So I was looking on the list on the internet, and I found that there was one cool one that was like a Disney princess where the princesses got together for a Christmas. And I would love to see any of the classic princesses together just because I think they would look great on there. But I would have to say that my real choice would have nothing necessarily to do with Christmas, but you can make it like that, would be a Gravity Falls Christmas thing. And for those of you that watch the show, there's a variety of people, and if you're going to do it like Pirate was talking about earlier, the 2-pack with Mabel and him would be great. You could do it. There's an unlimited amount of weird bad guys. They have a really cool car built in. They've got the golf cart and all that stuff. So I'm a sucker for anything Gravity Falls. I think it's almost the perfect game or playset for Infinity. I think it's almost tailor-made to be perfect for this game. And you could easily make it a Christmas thing just by putting an overlay on. I mean, that show takes place over a year. I think there's a Christmas episode. So that would be my choice. Anything Gravity Falls-ish I think would be great.
So for the uninitiated like myself, there's nothing in the day-to-day of the cartoon that would make it great. It's just that it would make a great Disney Infinity playset in general, and then it also would work great as a Christmas-themed one.
Yeah, and you're making me sound cheap now, Will. Thank you for
No. I'm just trying to understand.
You mentioned the earlier one that I knew you couldn't mention, so I'm like, what am I going to do? Just double up and say, yeah, I'll take the Christmas Carol one. No, I mean, and you mentioned which one you were going to use, so I'm staying off of your turf there. What am I going to do?
No, here's the thing.
Diverse the Christmas catalog, man. Stop making me feel like a jerk.
This is a great segue because this is why I was asking. If you would have just let me finish, then I actually would have given you props, and you done screwed yourself. So, what would be great? And Pirate Steven actually gave me this idea. Would be to have Christmas variants. So, Mr. Steve C, Mr. Angry Little Elf.
I'm an angry elf now.
Wow.
I'll take that. I like that.
Is to have a Gravity Falls playset or characters and figures, and then around Christmas time come out with some Christmas-themed power disc that would theme with the Gravity Falls playsets, and then also maybe some Christmas variants. Like Steve was telling me before the show, he was telling me that the Skylander series actually has some holiday variants, and I'm like, dude, I don't play Skylanders, but I kind of want to just buy those figures because I know they're holiday figures. And even in the chat room, Rafi said that it would be cool having some special Christmas Infinity disc, ones that are not necessarily specific to any playsets or anything like that, but ones that would be great to just release kind of as a special occasion for the holiday time. And his idea is, he said he'd love to ride in Santa's carriage or ride a reindeer. Maybe even Sven from Frozen, but we all know that doesn't work because that takes place in July. So
I feel like I had to educate you on that, Steve. So, I mean, Will.
Yeah, I think Sven would be a great power disc. I originally thought they were going to release power disc in cereal boxes and things like that. But I mean, I believe I saw a release date of March for the Frozen Blu-ray, and I think it'd be cool to have a Sven power disc that you could get with that if you wanted to buy that particular golden or diamond edition of the Blu-ray.
That would be awesome. And Pirate, I know we've talked about that, and you brought that up a few times, and I think, we're still in the first round of Disney Infinity, and now that I think the options are going to become a little more available with the sequels, as far as where they're going to start having disc and figures, and if we're going to get Disney Park Infinity stuff, I bet that's when it's going to happen because they've proven that the item has legs and will actually be able to carry it in places like that. And hopefully we will see some of those special things coming out with movies and stuff like that. I mean, we've seen twice now that certain Blu-ray packs or retailers are giving away free characters. With Monsters University, they gave away Mike or what's his name, Randall. And then here recently, the special edition Blu-ray of Wreck-It Ralph, Best Buy was including a Wreck-It Ralph figure for free, which is pretty cool. So hopefully we'll see that.
All right, so check out how easy this variant idea is. So here we got Christmas Sully.
Hold on.
He's got his hat on. $13 right there times however many Disney sells. Syndrome's really easy. I can just slide. You got Christmas Syndrome. $13 times a million. I mean, you can go on and on. We got Sorcerer Mickey with the hat. Totally.
I like Sorcerer Mickey's awesome, but you have to make sure you're covering the ears.
That's true. His wouldn't have ears. But yeah, I think variants are easy as far as what they could do with them, and that's a good segue to my next thing. I did some homework as well. So my favorite variant would actually be, and this merchandise seems to be everywhere. So this is Christmas Agent P. He's got the differences is he has a red hat on and he has lights on him, Christmas lights that he's surrounded by.
That's awesome.
But I mean, they have this in a plush. They got a Vinylmation Christmas Perry. They got the DVD where he's like a snowman. He's been a reindeer. I mean, he's all over the place with Christmas. I would love to have a Agent P Christmas variant. I think that'd be cool.
You're not the only one.
Steve, check it out. Look at this. See? Look, I actually have that exact same one in Vinylmation form. See that?
Yeah, where's my name? Vinylmation Powers Unite. Look at that.
Bam! There we go. Team up.
Oh, you guys are nerds.
I mean, another idea. I mean, Disney came out with a great book called Mater Saves Christmas. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of glary. But there's infinite amount of Christmas decorations you can put on any of those Cars characters, and I guarantee you they would sell.
Well, Steve in the chat room is saying he would love to see a Phineas and Ferb Christmas, so you're right up his alley. And he also says his son has that from Walt Disney World.
So you got Christmas Mater.
Gotta do that.
Easy.
Here's the thing.
Some other.
Go ahead. I was just going to say a variant. A variant that I want is this guy, but he has. Oh, you can't see me. He has to be wearing a ugly Christmas sweater.
Oh, that'd be killer. I would like that.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Or Sully. I think Sully would be great wearing an ugly Christmas sweater too. But this is kind of an ugly sweater in a way, as it is. So.
I also think that Mike would be funny with the hat. I mean, there's a picture that people have been floating around online. I don't know if it's an actual Disney one with Mike with the hat on the side. Because it's huge for him. I like that. That would be a good one, too. Can I just say something real quick about one of the sets we're talking about? Because I wasn't on the show when it came out because I wasn't invited. Have you guys all gotten a chance to play with the Frozen characters? And use
next question.
Thanks, you guys. It was good. Thank you very much. I'll be back next week.
Oh, just kidding. I will let you, the other two, answer this week because I'm getting it for Christmas, so I haven't.
No, I've not got it yet either.
No, it's wrapped, but yeah, I was able to get it for $15 on Amazon during that Amazon day.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Yeah. Well, I'll just say, since I'm the only one of you guys that takes this show seriously and plays with these things right away, that at first I was excited to play with them. I didn't think it was possible to top Jack Skellington. I'm pretty positive that they have the coolest set that you can play with. The way that they move their powers and the way that they look and the sounds and the character voices are freaking spot on amazing. They are by far my favorite two characters in the entire set, and we have them all. I'm completely smitten with the movie and those characters. It's what they did is amazing. So I'm a big fan, and you guys will like it too. I guarantee. The way that they look in the game is different than all the other ones. I can't really explain it, the way that their hair moves and stuff, but I'm a big fan. I think what they did with those ones is nothing short of brilliant. So I'm a big fan.
Well, that's really cool you say that. Ironically enough, besides Jack, when I saw the movie, that is the two characters that I've been the most excited about of any that release because after seeing the movie and then seeing the way their characters look, it just looks awesome and the way their animations and their abilities just look really cool. So that's exciting. I can't wait.
Yeah, my kids are big Olaf fans. They loved him from the film. So I would love to see an Olaf figure. I don't know if they would be able to do it or not, but I know he's available as a little person, person unlock.
Yeah, talk about a missed opportunity, though. I mean, if they could figure out a way to actually implement that in game as a toy, as a figure, I mean, a character, that thing would probably sell almost more than any figure out there. At least
let me tell
kids.
you, the Disney store cannot keep Olaf merchandise in stock. I've been trying to get the stuffed animals for weeks now. I finally was able to find one, but every time I went there, I'd ask them, and it just flies off the shelf. So, make a Disney Infinity figure.
We kind of talked about this a while ago, Will, and I today was in the mall seeing it for the 4th time with some of my daughter's friends, and we were early, so we walked into the Disney store, which we go into every single time, and it was barren. The store looked different than it ever had been before because the whole Frozen section in the front was gone. So the lady was like, "This is all we have left. We're sold out for the season." So, I mean, they literally brought out all their old unsold Monsters University stuff and put it in its place, but he's right. They can't keep it on the shelves. It's like a really hot topic. So this reminds me, remember we were talking about, I think it was on the 24-hour thing, probably between 2 and 3, where Jason was completely not paying attention to us, making fun of him and all that stuff. I think that Disney made some sort of a mistake in foresight. I think that by them doing the Lone Ranger set and expecting that to be a big hit, I think they missed out big on not doing a Frozen set. Clearly, the movie is way more popular. It's received amazing stuff, and I think the potential to do a play set would have been great. I don't know if they can do it in the future, but the idea of having an Olaf character in that world, and if you've seen the movie, you'll know that there are multiple places where the show could, the game could take place. I think that's. And I don't think that they've done anything wrong so far. I think the game is great, but I think that this might be the one thing that they maybe misjudged. I think that what they could have done with the Frozen playset would just be amazing.
Yeah, I second that. I like your idea. It's diverse enough to really keep people interested and entertained in the playset. It's an interesting thing, though, because the Lone Ranger playset is heralded as one of the most fun playsets to play. And so from a game standpoint, it's awesome and it's great, and they knocked it out of the park. But from a property standpoint, that's going to be the one that, for parents that don't really know much about the game, or months from now when people are trying to get rid of just whatever remaining Disney Infinity playsets or figures they have left, it's going to be the one that's kind of lost.
Here's a problem with Lone Ranger. The movie was brilliant. It did not perform at the box office to prove that. It just came out on Blu-ray. I suggest people go and rent it and judge for themselves, or at least buy it. I know it's going to be in my stocking because I already bought it and wrapped it. But the timing, I mean, to have a Disney Infinity toy box set come out the day or the week that the actual movie comes out in the theaters, and you could buy it and play it that week, is brilliant.
Yeah.
Disney was originally banking on that for Lone Ranger before they moved the release date out. Disney Infinity would have been out already, and then you could have bought Lone Ranger when it came out, when the movie came out. But I think moving the release date of Disney Infinity hurt the sales of Lone Ranger playset. I think it'd be more popular, but obviously Frozen is doing well at the box office, and it'll be a hit from now to the end of time. The soundtrack is amazing too. I think you should buy that too.
And it would have filled that princess hole that everyone talks about, that there was no princess-themed toy box or playset, so to speak.
Yeah, because now we're starting to get those figures, which is great and really, really needed, but to have playsets to go along with it to really reinforce the support behind those princesses, I think would have been a good thing.
Can I ask you guys all, like, down the line, what's those things called where you ask, like, a fast question and you just give me your first quick answer?
Lightning round or something.
Lightning round, there we go. Real quick answer, if they did Disney Infinity 2 and they were going to have one classic Disney set in there, because not everything they can do can be modern in the last couple of years. You know, people are always going to be aching for the older stuff. If there was going to be one of the 3 sets that came in it, and that includes a character or 3, with Disney Infinity 2 next year, what would be your classic film? Let's start with Pirate Steve. Go.
Shit. You know what? The first thing that came to my mind was Aladdin, maybe. I think Genie would be very fun to have as a character, and Aladdin as well, and Jasmine to fill the princess hole there. And yeah, I think Aladdin would be cool.
Lightning.
But that's not my answer. Peter Pan would be the best bet.
Oh, I would like that. That'd be a good one, too. Jason, go. You have your 10 seconds.
Robin Hood for sure, and it'd be an Assassin's Creed clone.
I like it.
I want to see Robin Hood running through the trees, arrow firing, all that would be sensational. You got the whole Knights game thing. That's the one they need to do, Robin Hood.
And our fearless leader.
Well, since Pirate Steven took it and didn't even use it, it can't be Aladdin, so I guess I would have to do Beauty and the Beast. I think you get an awesome princess, you get an awesome figure, and then the playset I think would be a lot of fun. And it kind of is snowy in some parts, so it works.
Actually, to work that into the theme of the show, there's actually a cartoon called Beauty and the Beast and the Enchanted Christmas.
That's the one I was going to use. I mentioned that. Stop trying to steal my stuff, man.
Don't email me your ideas right here. I'm looking at So yeah, I can't remember. They have a couple of. I mean, I'm sure Belle in any Christmas outfit would be a good Christmas seller. She can ride Philippe, which I believe is a Power 3 Power Disc in Series 3. So I mean, there's a lot out there that they could do with the game with any movie really.
Yeah, good question. I like that. Shall we move on, gentlemen, or do we want to keep talking about playsets? I think we should move on, so don't even answer. Before I do, Tarzan's a wanted playset, wanted classic.
Okay.
That's coming from Ninja in the chat room. Steve, and it was also supported by the room, thinks we should do a Muppet Christmas Carol, and I wholeheartedly believe that. But I think if that were to happen, it should be a Muppet playset / toy box pack, and then Christmas variants of that. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, there's a new Muppet movie coming out in the spring. It'd be good. I know that they're probably not going to come out with Muppets in Disney Infinity 1, but that'd be a good tie around of a Muppet movie. You can buy the playset or the figures and then go see the movie.
Mm-hmm. And then next year we could get some Christmas variants of that. What do you guys think of variants? Do you think that we should, besides crystals, but do you think we should get... So Pirate was telling me about this one that has a different look to it in-game, but I think it also has slightly different abilities. Do you want to be able to buy different versions of the same figure?
Yes. I would.
Yeah, Will, question back to you. Are you going to buy regular Sorcerer Mickey to match your D23 Mickey?
On eBay?
I am. I mean, just to have 2 of them.
No, I am too. I probably would either way, but since they are slightly different, then that's definitely. And since it will also be much cheaper than the original, then why not? So, but yeah, I mean, I think the great thing about this, and Skylanders has this too, but Disney or Infinity has the power of Disney behind it, is that a lot of people are buying these as collectibles, and a lot of people are buying these as fans of these figures, and so why wouldn't you want the same figure, just different version to add to your collection, even if you don't play with it and keep it in box? Jason, I assume you feel the same way, Mr. Collector?
No, do not feel the same way.
Oh man, forgive me.
I don't know. When you say variant, if it was a completely different pose, not just like the same character with different colors, like the crystals, possibly. I find myself increasingly thinking about, like as it is at the moment, like the display is huge if you've got all Series 1 figures.
Well, real quick. Do you guys watch Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
I
You
did.
know the game where someone's standing in front of the green screen and they're reporting on the background. Jason, that totally just happened to you. You turned around and you were staring right at Rudolph.
Classic. Yeah, I don't know. I need to see, and maybe someone could submit to the show. I want to see the best display version of these figures, because let's say Infinity 2 has twice the amount of figures. I just haven't got anywhere to put them at the moment.
Yeah.
And even then, you want to put them in a place that they look good, if you know what I mean. Like at the moment, mine are all just stacked in like on a shelf because the shelf's not big enough to house them all. So I don't know. As a collector, I'm impartial about it. But obviously, I want them all. I like the idea of being able to display them.
Yeah. Definitely.
I hope that they don't overdo it, because I think the amount of characters they've done so far is pretty flawless. I feel like there's always something happening, but not like I need $90 this month on new characters. It's more easy to go, and if there's ever an overload, then first of all, it'll dilute how cool it is to get a new one. Soon you're just going to have everybody. And I think so far the way they've done it is great. Changing up that pace could make or break it. If there's too many, then I don't think people are going to care. So I think they've done it really well. We heard before, and I don't know if it was on. Wait, we did. Wait, whose show was it? No, it wasn't on this one. I still think that one of the better ideas I've heard for another playset in the future with these characters would be Brave, and that was TJ from the Pixar Post. His wife mentioned it. If you just look at the amount of characters that would have, it has massive potential, but now you see freaking Jason is distracting me because now I've got the snow behind him. What's going on? Is this when the Bumble is about to attack?
Yeah, the blizzard.
I don't know.
Can we
put
hear
your head down, Jason? Just move your chair to the side. There we go. Thank you.
I think we need a rendition of Holly Jolly Holiday or Silver and Gold or the Misfit Toys.
This is what I wanted. I wanted the snow in the background.
Silver and Gold.
Yes, do that.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Silver and Gold.
Jason, you're never going to make it unless you can perform live. Come on. Beyonce, do it, man.
What am I doing?
Forget it. You missed
Silver
it.
and Gold.
Yeah, you could just say it in your Aussie accent, too.
I'll do it post-show.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess that's the sequel for next year. We know what we're going to sing.
Performance.
I have a feeling that you're not going to be editing any videos next year, Will. I think you're done.
No, I really won't mind as long as the song we choose only has an independent verse each and not the same thing.
Oh, so next year you want to do like the 5 days of Christmas? That sounds good.
Yes, but only if we sing it round robin.
Okay.
So before we move on, Lilo and Stitch, that's another classic from the chat room people are wanting. So here's the great thing about Disney movies. Well, that's a stupid thing to say. Here's the great thing about all movies is that they're character driven, and since Disney Infinity is about characters, you can pretty much come up with great ideas for any of the movies.
No, but you were right. I mean, Disney it's more character driven just because most of the characters are fictional, so it's harder to I don't mean fictional, I mean they're animated most of the time like that, so it's easier to sort of get behind. So I totally agree. I think that they have a plethora. I can use plethora. They have a plethora to
10-point word.
Yes.
Yes, I agree. All right, guys. Well, Jason, we don't want to take too much of his Christmas Eve, so let's go ahead and move on to the toy box because it is perfectly themed, and I realize you're staring at Steve's face while I'm talking. Let's fix that. This week's toy boxes were perfectly themed. I must say, these toy boxes were my absolute favorite that I have downloaded, and I can admit part of the reason for that is because I'm a Christmas fiend. But here's the thing: I'm also a Halloween fiend. And I was very disappointed with the Halloween toy boxes. Not to say they weren't good, but I just feel like maybe they were a little more limited in what they could do with it. And this week, I was just blown away by every single one of these. So, Jason, do you just want to run them down real quick, and then as a group, we'll discuss them briefly?
Yeah, sure. So Christmas Town was the first one I played. Explore the Nightmare Before Christmas, Christmas Town, which was, as advertised, a really good recreation of Christmas Town. I particularly liked the warp zone in the tree at the very start of the level. I thought that was extremely clever. Then was Santa's Workshop was the next one I played, which again was really well done. I felt like it was Santa's Workshop. I've been there many times, so it was just like it. Winter Express. I'll be interested to hear if there was anything more to this that you guys found, but it seemed like it was pretty much just like a train-based sort of racetrack, which was kind of cool, but not my favorite. Saving Christmas. Grumpy Elves left Santa's village and trying to sabotage your Christmas. This was really cool. Had the best tree. Had an awesome Christmas tree, which I think also had representation of flashing lights, but I think that's what they were trying to do. But it seemed like that's all it was. Again, I'd be interested to see if you guys found the guy or what you were supposed to do in that level. And then finally, the North Pole mini golf, which was teased. Was it last week by you, Pirate Steve, the mini golf? And you were right.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that one.
Sensational use of gameplay, I must admit. I didn't play all 18 holes. I had limited time, but the ones I did were just really cool, except for the fact that the Windows app for me seems broken. Once I go into that top-down view, I cannot get out of it. So that's
actually,
really
Jason,
frustrating.
that wasn't you. I couldn't get. It must have been something wrong with the trigger because on the console I couldn't get out of that either.
Okay, cool. So yeah, but for my personal favourites, I think Santa's Workshop and Christmas Town probably I just think were sensational.
Did you? I know Steve C. You played at Pirate. Did you have a chance to play the toy boxes this week?
I did. I love Christmas. It's in my top 2 holidays, I think. But yeah, especially we had 2 Disney Infinity fans, forum members, make it into this box, make it into the top 5 this week. So I always have pleasure of playing their boxes. Barry, just to do a shout out, Barry Bomber from Disney Infinity fans did the Christmas Town one. So what just inside information on his. I think he's a Toys R Us employee, and to have any time around this retail holiday and be able to make a box that great, I think it's pretty awesome. And then
Seriously.
Papa Echo did the from Disney Infinity fans did the 18-hole course, and I was just floored when I first saw that. Our preview of that box, and I tried to get out of him how many hours it took him, but he did not want to admit it to me. He said he did a lot of the design work while watching football and playing on his iPad. So he did a lot of the design work on the iPad. But I enjoyed every one of those boxes this week. It was a good week.
Steve, let me ask you, and feel free to deny any information. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. I don't know how the process works, but can you tell us how they're notified each week? I would assume that they're notified before the release of the toy boxes, the winners, or is it just they find out when the video is released?
I don't think so, because usually I'm the one breaking it to them on the forums. I'm telling them, hey, you won, and they get all excited. They're at work finding out and screaming, and everybody's looking at them at work. So yeah, I don't think they get notified. I'll have to find out for sure, but.
So, because one question I've always had is whether or not the descriptions that are included with the toy boxes are simply the ones that are put in the description of when they submit it. I assume that's the case then.
Yeah, I would guess so. I know Lauren Mighty Jidis is I'm just gonna guess right now that she's gonna win in the Frozen challenge. We'll find out on Thursday. But she told me that she spent 30 hours on this one. So I would hope that pays off for her. But
yeah, and she's actually started posting some pictures kind of as she goes along on the Vinylmation Kingdom Facebook page, which is kind of cool. And she even she commented on our 12 Days of Infinity, so we want to make sure we say hello to her.
Hello,
It depends.
Lauren.
What was the comment? Was it that we were awful? If so, then we don't need to comment.
She said she couldn't stop laughing, especially at that Steve C guy.
A DuckTales song.
She's a big fan. No. Steve C, you had a chance to play these.
Yeah, and I think you should have skipped me because I have almost polar opposite views on what they have.
No, it's great because that's what it's all about.
I liked Christmas Town because I thought that the intro with the tree and all that stuff was great, and when you started walking around, all that stuff was awesome. I thought, and no offense because you guys know these people, I thought that the mini golf one was a complete waste of one of the 100 slots that I have on my thing. I couldn't
Wow, that's
stand
harsh.
it. Lila was just livid because we kept getting stuck and not being able to jump up, and it was hard to see. And honestly, I mean, it's cool that you got to knock the ball around. I just wasn't a fan. Her favorite part was seeing the different designs. So I didn't really like those. I like the Christmas Town one though.
Well, I'll agree with that. I hate the mini games in Disney Infinity. That's just not like how I like to play my Disney Infinity, and so I didn't enjoy playing the hole-in-one. Mad props for creating it and taking the time to do it. I will say though, even though I didn't necessarily enjoy playing the putt-putt game, the fact that he was able to make a putt-putt game in the game, and not only that, have it be so detailed, I was completely blown away. Like you said, design alone. And so, there's nothing wrong with appreciating it in that respect.
No, technically, I think it's one of the best that I've ever seen, technically, just because it's one of those things where, like you said in the song, one of those, creatively, I don't even know how you get in that position to make it. It was brilliant. It was beautiful how it looked. I just was annoyed because I kept on getting stuck in between green walls. I couldn't jump up, and I was just annoyed.
Well, and we also have to keep in mind that these aren't developer tools, and so they had to work within the constraints of the game. And one thing that's been really interesting over the course of the lifespan so far is seeing people's creative solutions for seemingly impossible toy boxes. Figuring out ways to get people on a path or keep them out of places that they're not supposed to end up in. And so, yeah.
I see Jason took our advice and completely moved away, so now I'm just watching the movie down here.
I would show it on, but we don't want to get a YouTube takedown.
Yeah,
notice.
good point.
Well, my favorite toy boxes, I was blown away by, like Jason, I was blown away by all except for the Polar Express one. I thought it looked great. That one looked nice and everything. It just, compared to the rest, it just unfortunately paled into comparison. But, it is what it is. I was blown away by... Oh, I want to tell you a funny story. Steve C. specifically, because you like the Christmas Town so much. So I started up Christmas Town, and it takes so long for these toy boxes to load. I'm paying attention to my computer screen. I'm not really paying attention. I'm just kind of pressing A. I don't even know why. And I look up, and I was like, oh, this is a really cool toy box. And then I get into the toy box, and I'm like, wow, this looks awesome. It's perfect Christmas Town. Then I'm watching Jason record or review these toy boxes live, and realized that I had my Frozen disc on there, and without realizing it, I switched the theme to be the Frozen toy box. And although it worked great. Although it worked great, I had to go back and switch it to the Nightmare one, and it was such a different feel. And it's just I'm constantly blown away how the different themes can affect the overall look of it. And I don't know, it was awesome. I really like the Saving Christmas one with it looked like it had inspiration from Andy's room. That Christmas tree was phenomenal. I got really lost, though. I couldn't figure out what to do, and I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, if Steve C. or Pirate actually got to this point in the game, but I couldn't figure out where to go, and it turns out the Christmas tree itself, I think, was the platforming section where you save the character. Because I went into, the only reason I found this out is I went into Spark mode, and I saw that there were some buttons on the tree and a gate on the tree. Fun fact, once you go into Spark mode on that one, you can't get back into your character in the room. You might be able to fly in the room, but you are stuck on the top of the room. But that one, I think, blew me away by the Christmas tree alone, even if that's all it was. Then lastly, I think my favorite one was the Santa's Workshop. It especially with it kind of surprised me, but with the tangled background, it was so Christmassy. And then I really liked Jason always has this thing with the voyeur. Excuse me, a foyer. He always has this thing with the foyer, and having kind of a great entryway. And this one was so cool. On the right hand side, there was a outdoor skating ring where you could play hockey. There was stables for the reindeer. There's reindeer all around, and then you go in and you actually see the toy shop, the workshop with different toys with different interactive buttons, so you could actually participate in building toys in a way. And then going into Santa's room was just awesome. I think this is just this minor nitpick, but I think the fire in Santa's workshop was better than the fire in the room one. The room one was really cool because it was hand built, but I really liked how they were able to implement actual fire in that one. So, sorry, that was just my rundown. I think these were awesome, and the talent out there just never ceases to amaze me. And it's really cool, Pirate, that you have you kind of have discussions and talks with these people, especially during the process of making it.
Yeah, it's one of the more fun things I've noticed lately with the forums is it's kind of like the behind the scenes and watching people collaborate.
Definitely.
And getting sneak peeks.
That's also what's so cool about, we've mentioned it a few times, but the community is just so welcoming to each other and supportive of each other, and it's not like this weird competition where it's like, well, I'm not going to give you my trade secrets because I want to be the one to win. It's everyone's helping each other out. So, Steve C., you have a special guest with you. Who's that on your lap?
Lila.
Hi, Lila. How are you doing tonight?
Good.
Merry Christmas. Are you excited?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you been good this year? Is Santa gonna bring you lots of presents? Oh my gosh.
Tell them that you played the toy boxes today that we downloaded, the ones that we tried. Tell them which ones you liked. The mini golf one.
Well, the toy boxes we did were the mini golf one.
And what kept making you mad? We would get stuck and we couldn't jump up. All right.
The mini golf one.
Forget it. Then you don't remember.
Which was your favorite, Lila? Which was your favorite toy box that you played tonight?
We played the one where you raced the train. We played the one where we walked around Christmas Town, and we played the one where we hit the ball like miniature golf.
The one when we walked around Christmas Town?
Yeah? Do you like that one? You really like Nightmare Before Christmas, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You make the best. Oh my gosh. What did you go for as Halloween?
She was Oogie Boogie for Halloween.
Oh, that's right. You make the best, prettiest Oogie Boogie I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Lila, what's your favorite thing about the movie Frozen?
Because there's funny parts and like Olaf's in it.
Yeah, we like Olaf too.
Olaf's a favorite of all of ours, so you're in good company there.
I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of Olaf in different people's Frozen Challenge toy boxes. I think everybody's going to try to build their own snowman as part of the missions.
Do you want to build a snowman? It doesn't have to be a snowman. I got the tempo wrong, but yeah. Yeah, sorry. Shoot, I've gotta do the Jason.
What did Steve had a request for a song, didn't you, Pirate?
Oh yeah, I wanted to hear some "Let It Go." Anybody know that song?
Does anyone know that song?
I don't. Lila, do you know that song?
Yes.
You do? Can you sing a little bit for us?
Yeah.
Go.
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn my back and slam the door. Here I stand, and here I stand. Let it go, let it go. cold never bothered me anyway.
Nice.
Wow.
Yay! Good job.
I don't even have to see the movie anymore. That was perfect.
That was really great, Lila. Thank you
Really
so
good.
much for singing that.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
Oh,
to
Merry
you.
Christmas.
We hope you get lots of presents this year. What about Steve? Is your dad? Is he getting lumps of coal for Christmas?
Yes.
Always.
Not when I'm buying the coal, baby.
You buy it. You want it once it's done being coal and turned into something else, huh?
Absolutely, yes.
Oh no, we spoiler alert. I forgot.
What just happened, Will? You had a mental collapse right now.
The chat room said no spoilers, please. That wasn't a spoiler. That's just musicals are more fun once you know the song. So that's all we were doing. That was a public service that we just did for you, Rob.
Wait, what? What was the spoiler? Her
I
singing?
think it was a song because he's in someplace, not here. He's far away, in the Middle East someplace, and so he was saying earlier that they don't have figures yet, or there's a lot of figures they don't have yet, and that they're not getting, or they apparently don't have Frozen yet. So, it's all right. That was a sneak peek. You're welcome is what I meant to say, not my mental breakdown.
Lila, do that guy a favor and tell him the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Don't do it. I will mute you right now. Oh. Well, cool. Well, Lila, thank you so much for coming on the show. Feel free. You're more than welcome to stick around as we close things out. I think it's about that time of the show. We want to make sure that everyone has time to spend with their friends and family, and it's not our fault that Jason's from the future and it's already his Christmas celebration, but we want to make sure that everyone spends time with their families. So, with that, we hope everyone enjoyed the show and enjoyed our Christmas shenanigans. We just want to give a few shout-outs before we let everyone go. As Steve talked about, the community over at DisneyInfinityFans.com is great. It's a Disney Infinity forums with lots of great discussions, toy box help, and you can go there if you're on a PlayStation 3 and unlock the Dragon Gate by requesting that through Pirate Steven. So make sure you check them out. Make sure you check out VinylMationKingdom.com and also their Facebook group, which is Facebook.com/groups VK Infinity and Beyond, or you can just search Infinity and Beyond by Vinyl Nation Kingdom. We really hope you all enjoyed the show. If you want to reach out to the show, you can email us at info@InsideDisneyInfinity.com. You can find us on iTunes or Stitcher Radio, or you can also find us on the VGPodcast.com network. Lloyd wasn't able to make the show, but we are on there, and you can check us out at all those places. You can also find us at Vinyl Nation Kingdom or DisneyInfinityFans.com. So that's it. Lila, thank you so much. Did I surprise you? I kind of surprised myself. Thank
Have you found Nemo yet?
What?
Have you found Nemo yet?
No, we haven't, but we're working on it. We're working on getting getting a Nemo playset for you. Lloyd also wants a Finding Nemo playset.
She had a joke set up earlier and it didn't land. Try it again, Lila.
Hey, Jason.
Yep.
Did you find Nemo yet?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't live anywhere near Wallaby Way.
It was relevant 5 minutes ago, you guys.
No, it's great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Is that the joke? Are we done?
It was relevant.
Rudolph's credits have rolled ages ago. We're still going.
Oh. Lila, thanks to you and your dad for coming on, and thank you so much for singing your song. That was beautiful.
You're welcome.
It really brightened up my holiday spirits, even though according to your dad, Frozen is the furthest thing from a holiday film as you can find.
Is it a Christmas movie? Is Frozen a Christmas movie or no? Okay, great answer.
Anything with snow in my mind is a Christmas movie, so that's why I consider it one. It's going to be my summer Christmas movie. Is that okay? Does that meet your standards, Steve?
It does, Will. Thanks. Why do I feel like we're like opponents tonight? What's going on?
Well, it's because I've been chatting bad things about you behind your back, and you didn't know that because you
I
can't
need
see
to
the
start
chat.
looking at the chat room, don't I?
I'm just kidding. That's your buddy Steve from the Mousecast.
Is he in there talking crap?
No, they're not really. They're really
Okay.
not.
All right.
No, but seriously, it was fun. Thank you so much for being on the show and having Lila join us. That was great. And thank you for your incredible. Oh, Lila, thanks for your awesome horse sounds. You did amazing on the 12 Days of Disney.
Do the
Infinity.
horse. You can do that right now, right? Do it. Do the horse.
Live. We should start charging for this, and we'll just have Lila do a one girl show.
Will, whenever you text me, you get that noise.
Is that record your text message?
Yeah, do it.
That's awesome.
Do it.
That's awesome. I'm gonna think of that from here on out. Pirate Steve, my friend, thank you again for the awesome idea for the 12 Days of Disney Infinity and for the holiday, because that was your original inspiration. So thank you.
I can't wait to hear what Johnny V and some of the Disney Infinity people on the Facebook page think of it when they see it. I'm sure it's gonna be hilarious.
I did post it today, and so far it's gotten pretty good reviews. 2 thumbs up, and which is good because it stopped being funny to me long ago. So
the thumbs are all right. That's good.
Yeah.
Every time you hear the DuckTales theme song, you're putting your head in the oven.
That's about the only time that it's not, because I only heard that twice in my editing. I didn't hear it 1 million times. But everyone did a really good job of keeping it unique and coming up with different things for different days. And I loved how Lloyd had to explain everything, like spaceship flying, which is going to be great for those listening to the audio version.
Oh, the funny story I have is I was so hoping my wife or my kids weren't going to walk in at me dressed as Spider-Man pirate. That would have been that would have been my greatest outtake for the outtake video.
I'm kind of bummed out that didn't happen now.
What the heck is Daddy dressed like Spider-Man pirate for?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Yeah, I have a whole origin story, but I'll save that for the Marvel superhero show.
I can't wait. Can't wait.
The Pirate Steve graphic novel. I'll buy it.
I think we should just have Pirate Steve have like Steve C. You mentioned it a while ago. It's the Pirate Steve hour, and all you can do is just like narrate. Like I'm listening to the Patrick Stewart A Christmas Carol, and I just want you to read a book and do it in your pirate voices, especially as Davy Jones.
Yeah, and then every once in a while do the eyebrow thing and like gaze into the camera like you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just did the eyebrow thing. I just did the eyebrow thing, but I have an eye patch on, and I didn't even realize it, so it didn't work as well.
It doesn't work.
That right there. Someone take a screen print of what he just did.
Save that.
Look at it. Yeah, like that. I like that. That's
Hold on.
fine.
All right, screen.
Yes.
Screen
there
cap.
we go.
Oh man, Jason, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you so much for taking time out of your Christmas Eve to spend with us and shenanigans.
No problems. Why wouldn't I want to spend it on the internet in the past?
Is that sarcasm?
We should have done an unboxing, though. That way my Christmas would have lasted even longer.
Oh, that would have been awesome. Yeah, then you could celebrate not only Boxing Day, but then you could have had 2 Christmases.
Absolutely.
The Groundhog's Day episode is going to be awesome.
Oh. We're just going to have to queue up the entire show and just like randomly replay bits and pieces and wear the same thing so no one knows what's going on. We just keep saying the same things over and over.
Don't give away the spoilers to the show we haven't aired yet, Steve. Come on. It's a great idea. Shut up.
Oh, well, because you're such a jerk about being from the future, I'm not going to wish you a happy anything or a Merry Christmas for that matter, Jason. So I hope you enjoy it tomorrow.
Oh, I'll enjoy it.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for.
Why is he rubbing the ball of his thing on his face? Look at him.
It's soft.
He's like
It's soft, Steve, right? It's soft. I'm communicating to the elves, all right?
This would be a completely different show if I couldn't see what you guys were doing, but because I'm constantly watching the dumb crap. Look at what is Steve? Remember this? There's the sword. Oh, I didn't have my sword ready. You know, Jason, you never addressed. Did you actually listen to the show where we had the swords or no?
I cannot remember.
Oh, this is ridiculous. That was wasted humor then. Steve.
Oh, we did it for nothing?
Well,
Absolutely.
I remember talking to Jason and kind of describing some jokes were made at his expense, so he said he was going to go back and listen, but maybe I convinced him not to. Is Lila leaving us, or is she still...
Well, she's getting a prop now, but I mean, okay. I told her it wouldn't be her time. That was a show full of Jason gems. I'm a little bummed out that you never actually listened to it. The whole point of that show was sort of to make fun of you.
I'll have to go back.
Maybe we can do it. I
remember you calling me the Vegemite King.
Yes, okay.
That was it.
Yeah. I only got halfway through that show.
we might have to do a highlight reel.
I broke down in tears, so I had to stop listening.
And there it is.
It hurts my teeth when I put it in like that, though. Mine's much larger than yours.
Oh, okay, guys. I think we should have saved some of this for the after show. Thanks, everyone, for listening and participating and talking with us in the chat room. Again, every Monday, InsideDisneyInfinity.com/live. Rafa, thank you so much for enjoying my hat. Ninja, thanks for joining us and giving us your awesome suggestions. He really liked Pirate Steve's Spider-Man. He thinks there should be a Spider-Man, a Spider Pirate graphic novel. So that's our next project. We'll start working on that.
Pirate.
Yeah. I'm working on the origin story is great. Never mind, I'm not going to blow it on on the Christmas episode.
Steve from the Mousecast, thank you for joining us. All right, everyone, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from the Inside Infinity podcast. You guys want to say Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas.
With that, I think we're done. Merry Christmas, everyone. And we're out. But not really, because this is the after show, so for anyone who's watching us live, they get to... Jason, and if you need to go... Feel free to bounce.
I need to go in a minute, I suppose.
I have no idea what time. I know we were wrapping up at about an hour, and then it went well over that. So.
So we got all of Rudolph in, and that's 52 minutes.
In our defense, you were playing that before we jumped on.
No, but I restarted after the 9-minute, the 10-minute carol.
Oh, that's right, you did, huh?
Yep. Yeah,
I like the 10-minute intro. That allowed me to go downstairs and get something to eat and come back.
The best. Could you guys still see me? Because I could still see you, even though you were muted.
Yeah.
It was hilarious, like pantomiming to each other and like seeing everyone's reaction as we're going through. Because I think we all kind of have our favorite parts of it, and I know I have my favorite parts while I was editing it, but it was really cool seeing your guys' reactions. And Pirate, did you like those additions I added? I had to go back once, because I didn't even have that in my original footage. I had to go back and find it, but once I saw that footage, I'm like, well, there's a re-edit, because I have to include that.
I was like, where's Zurg? I know I had Zurg in there somewhere.
And you're Davy Jones. Oh my gosh, that was epic.
Yeah.
Davy Jones. You gotta get some spit flowing when you say it.
Please tell me this is one of those shows where we're still airing right now.
We are still live.
See? That's Will, the consummate professional.
Oh, dude, I totally forgot to tell you guys. Ninja in the chat room just reminded me. He says he works for a major electronics retailer over the holidays and have been talking up Infinity. I just convinced my boss to get... His son is really into Minecraft, and he knows I do this podcast, and he's kind of giving me a hard time and made fun of me a little bit. But I convinced him today to get Disney Infinity for his son for Christmas.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm kind of excited because he's a has no idea, and his son has no idea it probably even exists. So it'll be really cool to hear the reactions from a Minecraft player.
I went to Toys R Us the other day, and this has nothing to do with your story, Will. Sorry, but I went to Toys R Us the other day, and it was the day that Lone Ranger and Jack Sparrow Crystal was released. And as I'm walking in, the guy's like, "Are you here for the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox?" I'm like, "No, the Disney Infinity." And he just looked at me.
Oh. I have a very important question for the room for everyone except Steve C. And Steve, no offense, this isn't me making fun of you. I promise.
What happened? What did I miss?
Oh, nothing. I'm about to pose a question that is not directed at you.
Okay.
All right. So, should I buy a PlayStation 4?
Yes.
Remember, I already have an Xbox One. Should
Yes.
I buy a PlayStation 4? You're not even let me finish. Or use that money to enhance the show with a piece of software that costs about the same amount of money, which is really embarrassing.
PS4.
What are you going to do to enhance the show? Buy a second Pirate Steve? There's no such thing.
Get the PlayStation 4 with the camera.
There you go. That works.
That would be fun to have play some. I'm getting the PlayStation 4. It's wrapped. It's going to be under the Christmas tree. It's going to be awesome when I open it. The gift from myself. But I'm looking forward to like playing Madden against somebody and just throwing like a Hail Mary and winning with the touchdown and just seeing their reaction to their face. Playing somebody from online that way. I think that's going to be epic. And and when Disney Infinity comes out, it's gonna be even more epic.
Well, there's no question because of you guys. Once the sequel comes out, I'm gonna have to do that because it really kind of sucks not being able to play with you guys. And Steve, it's cool hearing how you're so involved with the community online. And it's like I can't even like Jason and I, we just happened to be playing the same time today, and I was like, if my PlayStation was hooked up, I would have jumped in with them.
That'd be awesome. See, PS4, that is enhancing the show.
Yeah. Except
two birds with one stone.
We got to wait until next late summer or fall before Disney Infinity 2 comes out.
Yeah, Jason, sooner or later you're going to have to help us out by lifting us up all together to get that trophy.
I'll do it. I'm now only the 0.2% of the world, by the way.
2.
Oh, man, that number is skyrocketing.
I hope you took a screen cap while you could at number 1.
Yeah, I should have.
I wonder how many people you were, like one of how many?
Probably 2. I've got no idea. I can't do maths. What is this?
Well, I mean, you would have to know the entire player base, which we don't.
Yes.
So I wasn't really expecting you to do the math, but I'm glad you did.
What's going on over there?
I'm going to show you what this hat looks like when it's really fitted. I should have done the whole show like this.
Nice.
It's
a prep and landing hat.
I look more like the elves now, though, don't I?
Purest of gold.
Yeah.
Silver and gold.
Silver and gold.
Silver and gold. Oh, wait, how I want
to destroy my album. What are you doing?
You guys say this? Will's come up with a new way of singing where you don't just do one ear, now it's both ears.
so you don't hear yourself.
That's actually what I only want you guys to be brought with this torture.
The land of misfit toys.
Dude, I don't know, Jason. That as a kid, I really enjoyed the Rankin Bass stuff, but now it creeps me out.
Oh, really? Oh, no, I watch it all the time. I got my girls hooked on it. I love it. It's on every day.
Well, good for you. I don't. Just kidding. Can you guys see the ring? I only had this on for a minute, and that's what it did to my forehead.
Yeah.
How tight it is.
Well, that's because it's a hat meant for 5-year-olds, Will.
Just like the game, Steve. Yeah, it really is. It's made for children. That's not gonna keep me from getting it. It's a Hallmark too. I don't even know where I got this hat.
Hallmark.
Steve has a really good idea.
Yeah, I think a couple of
Me
years
too.
ago when when the show first came out, Hallmark had like night lights and a hat, and they had a gingerbread man, naughty or nice ornator.
One of my favorite Christmas ornaments is a Prep and Landing ornament, and they're hanging by one of the candy cane grappling hooks. It is epic.
That is cool.
Actually, you guys talk.
I missed
talk
out
to
on a
yourself.
Hallmark
Guys, I gotta-
Ewok set.
I'm shutting down.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much.
Good night,
Steve.
you
It
guys.
was awesome.
Merry Christmas.
If we don't talk to you again,
Merry Christmas, Steve. See ya.
Merry Christmas, boys.
Yeah, I missed out on this Hallmark Ewok set. It was like a Wicket and one of the other elders. I picked it up earlier in the year and thought I've got to have that, but it was $25. I thought I'll wait for it to go on sale. It is sold out everywhere. I cannot get it at any Target. So devastating.
Really?
Yeah.
If I see it here in the States, I'll pick one up.
Desperately want Wicket on my tree.
I got the Django Fett one from this year, which is pretty sweet.
There was an At Walker and but yeah, it was mainly the Ewoks I wanted. So. But anyways.
I was gonna say something. Oh, Jason, I can't believe it, man. It makes so much sense now. I didn't know you used to own a collector's shop.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No wonder you have so much stuff.
Yeah, it's literally X stock. Like everything we had, like when we shut down, like we literally just took, because everything we bought was like, oh, that's cool, I want that. So we just bought everything we liked, and then just kept all the excess stock at the end. Like we literally had thousands of comics and like just all sorts of cool stuff. A lot of stuff that I was sad to see go, but had to sell some stuff.
Oh my gosh. You guys, if you're looking at the chat room, you have to check this out. Check out what Ninja just posted. I can't wait to watch the whole thing. I must thank Pirate Steve. This is the first time that we have exceeded our G rating.
Oh, you're welcome. I didn't know anybody heard that.
That's all right. I'll leave it in the YouTube, but I'll definitely bleep it out of the podcast.
Thank you.